So, good afternoon. This is the first in our series where we're going to try and use Blender to create a different component of a gaming PC each week. So, we're going to try and research the best for a budget. We're aiming for about £700 for a gaming PC. Not necessarily settled on this one, but this is the one that we're going to try and create in Blender. If you're looking for a case, it needs to be big enough, particularly for your graphics cards. It needs to be compatible with your graphics card, and that means it should provide enough power, and the form factor needs to be right. So if you probably kind of need to know which graphics card you've got before you know which case you've got, because that is the biggest thing that uses the most electricity, the most amount of power. So in Blender, we've already got a cube. Doesn't look much like a gaming PC, but if you remember our keyboard shortcuts last time, we can S and then move your mouse, and then Z to stretch it up a little bit, and then click, SX to stretch it out that way, and there we go, we've got a case. Whippity-doo, we're done. I'm sure you can do something a little bit better. How can we make this better? Well, I'm going to make it so that we've got the legs down at the bottom. How can we do that? And then I'm going to push in so we can get into the side of it. And if we get time, we might put some fans and LED lighting and everything like that, but I'm not sure. Right, so let's press Tab to go into edit mode. That's the button to the left of Q. And I want to be able to pull some bits out down here. How do we do that? Well, I'm going to click to select this, but in edit mode, it goes into vertex selection. I want to get face selection. That's this one up here. There we go, or 3 on your keyboard. Now I want to split this, so I'm going to press F3. Now, if you remember one keyboard shortcut in Blender, F3 is the best because you can search for anything. So I'm going to search for subdivide, and it's subdivided it into 2x2, or I can enable this, and there we go, that's quite nice. If you can imagine, I'm going to pull that down, that down, that down, and that down in order to get these little feet things. I think that could work. Right. If I pull them down individually with E, they're all going to be different sizes. It's going to look horrible. Control Z, Control Z. Let's shift and click to get them all, and then E to extrude. And then if I press S, it's okay, but it's not what I want because it's kind of scaling from the middle. Control Z. Let's see. One of these, transform orientation, if we go local and S, nope, still no good. One of these, but which one? There we go, transform pivot point. How about active element? Ooh, yuck. Now look at scaling from that selected one. Surely we want individual origins. That makes sense. So each rectangle is going to be scaled. Aha. Looking better. So we've got the structure of our PC case. I want to make this hollow now, so we can put some components inside. I'm going to press E, but then escape, top left, to cancel, just so that I can scale it in on the same plane. Then E, but instead of pulling it out, I'm going to push it in. So that we've got a hollow case so that we can look inside and see all the components, put the graphics card and everything like that. So now we need some fans and some lighting. And maybe some decoration. But maybe we should do making it look pretty first. So to begin with, let's go to the materials. You can change the base color, so this looks like black and shiny. Let's make it black first, but it's not changing anything because we're in solid mode. If we go up to materials, then the color that we put on here will change it. That's better. So we just had a really good point suggested. If you press Z, it's a keyboard shortcut instead of having to move your mouse. And keyboard shortcuts are brilliant because you don't want to move your mouse. You want to keep your mouse over the thing that you're drawing. Thank you, that's fab. How do we make it? Oh dear, look at that. What did I do? Z and material. There we go. Let's make it a bit more shiny. Not that shiny. And can we put some RGB lighting on with a little fan? Well, I'm not going to draw the individual fan blades, but it just looks like a cylinder to me. So if I Shift A to add a cylinder, let's rotate it around the green axis, RY90, enter. Scale it down, S, G, and then X to move along the, oops, I'm sure I pressed X. There we go. So that's going to be my fan. Can I have some lighting in there? Maybe. Don't know. Let's see. Shift A, add a light, a point light. GX. Let's move that over there somewhere. Change the color to be red. The power is a measly 10 watt. How about a 10 kilowatt? Still can't see anything. Maybe if we go to rendered mode. Now we can see, but the light is kind of inside that thing. That's no good. What about if we get rid of that cylinder? Ooh, so we've just got the light now, no mesh. Maybe 10 kilowatt inside is going to use a bit too much power for our gaming PC. How about just, that looks about right, 1 kilowatt. And then if we have another one, Shift D to duplicate it. Let's duplicate it along the Y-axis. Make this one green. And we can just put those wherever you want, really. Shift D, let's put that one up there. On the Z-axis, make this blue. Nice. Can we select all of them? Shift click on all of them. Shift D, duplicate it over here. Get some more RGB lighting over there. You get the idea. So your challenge is, can you design a gaming PC? Oh, there's one more thing I need to tell you, sorry. That's how to get different colors on different parts of your model. Because I want the bottom bits to be black and the top bits to be grey. So how do we do that? We need to go into edit mode. This material I'm going to make a little bit lighter. But then I'm just going to select the bits that I want to be a different colour. And here's my favourite keyboard shortcut in Blender for today. Control and plus on the numpad. Can you see what happened there? I'm pressing A to select everything, A twice to select nothing. Here we go. I'm getting these, shift and clicking on these. Control and plus on the numpad. It's selecting all of the attached vertices. Really powerful. Then, add a new material slot, plus, add a new material to that slot. Assign the color. I'm going to have red rubber on the bottom, because why not? And then finally, with these vertices selected and that material selected, I can assign them. And hopefully, there we go. That's my gaming PC case. Your challenge, can you make a better, more aesthetically pleasing, more accurate gaming PC case by the end of this session?